Welcome to Humble Point Marina. There's various parking spaces dotted around the marina, but you'll find our office located adjacent to the ketch rigger. We look forward to welcoming you on your charter. So you're going to, having picked up your boat, it's going to have details of where the boat is located, the marina gate code and the marina Wi-Fi code. There's going to be some details about the yacht here, along with what we would want you to do at the end of your charter. There's a useful information pack or sheet detailing some useful information that you might need during your charter. One of the really key things is our office hours number and the out of hours number, and also sea starts number. Then you've got the actual details of the boat and your handover paperwork. So when you go down to the boat, you just need to make a note of any scuffs or scratches that you can see on the outside of the yacht, and any notes that you have to do with the inside of the yacht, just mark on here. Once you're happy with that, a little signature. Run through the inventory on the boat. The red items are your safety stuff. Once you've been through this, and it does go on to 2 pages, ring the office and our fleet team will come down and talk you through from the pontoon anything else that you need to know. On the return of the charter, make sure that you're here an hour, 90 minutes to an hour before you're due to exit the yacht. There's some reminders in here about how we like the boat left. Let us know if you have refueled. In the joining instructions there's some details about the new requirements for refueling at MDL, so please do make sure that you follow those. Let us know if you've used the dinghy or if you've changed the gas, and then let us know if you've got any losses, breakages, damages or defects on your yacht. Just pop those in there. We do like to know about any defects so that we can make sure that we can fix them. And then once you're happy with that, a little signature. So when you're coming up to the office, you will we'll also work through all of your paperwork with regard to your security deposit and any additional paperwork that we've asked you to bring. If you need any optional extras, please, we do ask that you've ordered these in advance to make sure that we have them ready for you. Otherwise, and paid for in advance. Otherwise, we can sort those out while you're in the office and make sure that you've got everything and all the paperwork's taken care of.
Okay, so when you finish with Alex in the office, done your paperwork, when you come down to the boat, go on the boat and go to the red Bible first, which will be on the chart table, and make sure you go through all of the inventory to check that everything is there, paying special attention to what's written in red, because that is your safety agreement. Once you're happy with everything, then you can give the office a call and one of us will come down for you to sign the paperwork and to answer any of your questions, or anything you cannot find that's on the inventory we will find for you. So if you've got any questions, then we can answer all your questions and also give you tips on the best way of taking the boat out from the berth. Hi, my name's Andy. I'm one of the fleet engineers. So when you first come down to your boat, on the chart table will be a red folder. This is what I call the boat Bible. In the folder will be all the information about the boat and all the certificates needed on the boat for charter. So when we first open the book, it will have obviously the boat name, and then obviously the boat notes and ship's papers. On the next page will be the yacht specification, which gives you the yacht name, type of boat it is, year of build, the lengths, drafts, beams, also call signs, MMSI number, sail number, and also importantly the diesel capacity and water capacity, especially if you're doing any long passages. On the next page we have 2 pages which is telling you where all the equipment is you need to know on the boat, as in batteries, engine, how to start, stop, where the shut-off valves are, obviously where the emergency tiller, life raft, how to use the water tanks, the anchor windlass, and also the mainsail, how many reefs it's got, storm jib, and the helm. So all the information about the boat is on these 2 pages. On the next page we have a diagram showing you where all the through hull fittings are, as in head sinks, outlets, toilet inlets, speed transducers, so you know if you get any leaks on the boat, have a look round by where the through hull fittings are or anything like that. On the next page, which is an important one, is one again showing you where all the safety equipment is on board and where it's stowed. Next to that we have another copy of the inventory, but do pay close attention to what's in red, because that is all your safety equipment that is on board, and it tells you exactly where it is. On the next page we start going then through the boat papers. So it's just all the standard builder certificates, schedules, but an important one is your compass deviation card. So if you are doing any long passages, you just need to know the deviations for the compass. Apart from that, it is just all the certificates for all the safety equipment, and shows you that they're all in date and they've all been tested.
As soon as you come on board Sandpiper, you will find your batteries in the port aft cabin. So you've got your 2 house batteries switches, which are here, and your engine battery, as well as your windlass and your shunt in case either of the batteries goes low. That combines the power of both batteries to help you get the engine started. Here on Sandpiper is the switchboard. So on your left is the navigation lights. So the first one is your navigation lights for when you are motoring. Then lower down you've got your engine light for when you're under engine. And then you've got your 2 mast headlights, so your anchor light as well as your tricolour. This boat does also have a deck floodlight for people working on the foredeck at night. With your cabin lights, you have 4 different cabin lights, and they all operate a different section of the cabins. So number 4 is the main saloon cabin light, which is probably the most important one for when you're getting on board. Your DC plugs is the bottom one, which basically controls all of your internal power for charging your phones and stuff when you're connected to shore power. On the far right is all of your electronics. So the top one is your compass light, and this also turns on the compass. You've got your nav text, your VHF radio, as well as your autopilot and your GPS instruments. So you need to make sure this is turned on or nothing else will work. Lower down we have the shower pumps for both the forward and the aft showers. We've also got the water pressure pump for the taps and the bilge pump for the bilge. And then over here we have the fridge, which basically controls whether the fridge is on or off, and the bilge alarm. As far as water tanks go on board Sandpiper, you have both a forward and an aft water tank, and the changeover valves are behind the port saloon seats, just in front of the chart table. So once one tank is empty, if you just shut that valve before opening the other one, to allow the water to change over from one tank to the other. Hi, I'm Joe, and we're here on board Sandpiper. We're just going to quickly run through how to start the engine. So, with this boat, you need the engine key. This is very important. So, you know, if you haven't got this, good luck, because it's not going to work very well. So, it goes into here on the bottom right of the panel. It is quite an old panel, so don't worry too much about the fact that it lifts. And then you just turn it to the right, and then hold. And she does start. She's running a bit rough at the moment because it is quite cold. And then to stop, you have this lever here, which you have to pull out. She'll come to a stop, and then you need to make sure that you switch the ignition off and remove the key. So yeah. For the gas shut-off, it's pretty easy to locate. It's got the nice big label above it. It's just below the oven, and it's just here on the left. So obviously inline means that it's open, and if it is at 90-degree angle like that, it means it is closed. Here on Sandpiper, she only has 2 reefs in the main, and they're both controlled on this port side. Everything else is run back to the cockpit, including the Genoa furler, which is on the far port side.
The Genoa is a standard Genoa on the furling system. So please, when you're furling the Genoa in, please do not put it onto a winch. If you have problems with the furling system and you cannot pull it in by hand, then there must be a problem. If you can't see what the problem is, drop the Genoa onto the deck, give us a call, and we will sort it out or talk to you through it on the phone. Please do not try and winch the Genoa in on a winch, because you could cause more damage.